You are standing in front of the grocery store, or maybe you're on that long-awaited trip to Europe that you saved decades for. You need cash. You walk up to an ATM, you put your card in, and boom, there it is. A $4 fee, a $5 fee, just to access your own hard-earned money. Does that make your stomach drop? It should. Because if you are retired, or if you are right on the doorstep of retirement, every single dollar matters. You are no longer in the wealth accumulation phase of your life, you are in the preservation phase. You cannot afford to let your money leak out of your accounts in silly, unnecessary fees. You work too hard for it. So today, we are tackling a question that I get asked all the time by people trying to streamline their retirement cash flow. Does Betterment have ATM fees? Listen to me closely. The short answer is no, Betterment does not charge you ATM fees. But you need to understand the how and the why, because if you don't manage this correctly, you could still end up losing money, and I do not want that happening to you. When you retire, one of the biggest psychological shifts you have to make is figuring out where your monthly paycheck is coming from. You go from getting a direct deposit from an employer to managing a combination of Social Security, maybe a pension, and withdrawals from your IRAs or 401ks. A lot of retirees are moving towards online platforms like Betterment to manage their investments and their cash because they want simplicity. They want everything in one place. But here is the fear. We have been conditioned by traditional brick-and-mortar banks to expect a penalty for everything. We fear that if we leave our neighborhood bank branch, we won't have access to our money without paying a toll. You think, if I use an online company, and I need cash for the grandkids, or for a cash-only diner, am I going to get dinged every time I use an out-of-network ATM? I understand that fear. When you are on a fixed income, the thought of being nickeled and dimed makes you feel insecure. You worry that the convenience of an online account comes with a hidden cost. Let me set your mind at ease. Betterment has a product called Betterment Checking. It comes with a Visa debit card. If you use that specific debit card at an ATM, any ATM, anywhere in the world, Betterment will not charge you a fee. Now, you might say, Susie, what about the fee that the actual ATM machine charges me? The bank that owns the machine is still going to ask for $3 or $4. Yes, they will. The ATM operator will charge a surcharge. But here is the beautiful part. Betterment automatically reimburses those operator fees. They credit that money right back into your checking account, usually by the very next calendar day. They even reimburse the 1% Visa foreign transaction fee if you are traveling overseas. You don't have to look for a specific network. You don't have to search for a specific bank logo. If the machine takes Visa, you can use it, and those fees will be washed away. But you have to stand in your truth and look at the whole picture. Betterment is not a bank. They partner with an institution called NBKC Bank to provide this checking account. And while the checking account has no ATM fees, no maintenance fees, and no overdraft fees, you need to know exactly how your money is partitioned. Betterment has different buckets. They have an investing bucket, they have a high-yield cash account called Cash Reserve, and they have the checking account. This is where people get tripped up, and this is what you need to be smart about. The ATM fee reimbursement only applies to the Betterment checking account. You cannot pull money directly out of an ATM from your investing goals or your cash reserve account. If you keep all your retirement cash in their high-yield cash reserve account to earn interest, and you suddenly need cash at an ATM, you cannot just slip your card in and draw from that high-yield bucket. If you don't plan ahead, you face the frustration of having your card declined at the machine, or worse, you face the anxiety of not having liquidity when you need it most. You have to be the master of your own cash flow. So, what is your actionable takeaway today? How do you use this to your advantage without making a mistake? First, if you decide to use Betterment for your everyday retirement spending, you must explicitly open the Betterment checking account and get the physical Visa debit card. Second, you must practice what I call the bucket strategy. Keep your emergency fund and your short-term retirement income, the money you need over the next year, in the high-yield cash reserve account so it is earning a competitive interest rate. But keep a baseline buffer, maybe 1 or 2 months of spending money, directly in the Betterment checking account. If you see that your checking balance is getting low, log into the mobile app or the website and transfer money from the cash reserve into the checking account. It takes just a few clicks. That way, when you walk up to an ATM, the money is sitting right there, ready for you, completely insulated from fees. Retirement should be the time of your life where you enjoy your freedom, not a time where you worry about banking surcharges. You have the power to eliminate these leaks in your financial boat. Keep your money safe, keep it accessible, and never pay a bank to use your own money.